Okay, folks, I want to do one more example of a Newton's method problem. And in this example, we're going to use Newton's method to approximate the value of pi, which is, I hope, a very familiar irrational number. So to do this, what we need to do is come up with some function, f of x, where if you set it equal to 0, a solution to that would be pi. Okay? So we need to come up with some function that has pi as a 0. I think the simplest function you could use is like sine. Sine of pi equals 0, right? Because at pi, on the unit circle, at pi over here, the coordinates at that point are -1, 0. And the y-coordinate is 0, right? And that's the sign output, is the y-coordinate. So since sine of pi is 0, we're going to do f of x equals sine of x. And then sine of x, f of x equals 0 would have a solution pi. So we're going to do, I'm going to write it again, f of x is sine x, and f prime would then be cosine. And then our iteration formula is going to look like xn plus 1 will be xn minus, and then the f of xn, so that would be sine of xn, divided by f prime of xn. So f prime, sorry, I just wrote f. I meant to write cosine, there we go, of xn, like that. So it's sine over cosine. So that's the same as saying xn plus 1 is xn minus tangent of xn. So that's our iteration formula. Now, as an initial guess, we're gonna do what they used to do in I can't remember what state it is. It's like, I don't want to offend anybody who lives in a certain state, but I want to say it's like Pennsylvania or something like that, where they used to have a law on the books that said that pi is equal to 3. That's right, folks. Pi is just equal to 3. Yep. No. I don't know why they actually made a law to say that this should be the case. It's ridiculous. But, throughout history, people have used various different approximations for pi, like 22/7 or whatever. But 3 is what we're going to start with as our guess. That's pretty close, right? So now we'll go ahead and pull up our computer or calculator. And I think I'm going to show you all how to do this with Python in a moment. Let me just make sure that this is in the video. Shift over slightly. All right, so we're going to do 3 and stow that in our x value as our initial guess. And now we're going to type in x minus tangent of x and stow that in x again. So our next guess is 2.947592222. Well, that doesn't seem like good because that's actually farther away from 3 than farther away than from pi than 3 is. But let's keep going and see if it gets any better. Okay, that's not so good. It's a bit disturbing. It's kind of going farther away. Maybe I made a mistake. Did I make a mistake? I'm just gonna hit enter a bunch of times and see what happens. Yep, it's not working.